Have you ever wondered how much your favorite manga creator makes? In this video, I'll be discussing what a manga creator's main sources of income are. Stick around until the end of the video to find out the best way to support your favorite manga series and its creators. All of the sources used to create this video will be linked in the description down below. Paid for each page drawn. Under Shonen Jump, mangaka aren't considered to be employees of the company. They are subcontractors. However, not much information is available for how the contracts between author and publishers work for other publications. The way that the system works is that the more experienced you are, the more you should be getting paid per page drawn. If you have already had a successful series, you can negotiate more pay per page drawn. An example of this is Sato Shuho, a mangaka who released how much he got paid per page drawn as his career progressed. While he did not publish his series in Shonen Jump, he does give us a lot of information on how this works in the industry. As he got further into his career and had more experience under his belt, he was able to negotiate for a better rate per page drawn, going from 10,000 yen per page in his first series to 35,000 yen per page a decade later. Paid a flat rate for anime, live action, movies, and game adaptations. When an adaptation is made for a mangaka series, they generally do not receive royalties from the profits made on the sales of the adaptation. This can vary on a case-by-case basis. However, the creator of Gintama, Hideaki Sorachi, shared in a volume Q&A, "To tell the naked truth, regardless of how many people watch the film or how much the gross earnings are, not a single yen goes to the author. We are only paid an upfront license fee." The dollar amount that a mangaka receives for these adaptations is information that is never really made public. However, we can assume that the contracts will vary depending on the popularity of the series. Even though mangaka generally do not receive royalties for adaptation of their series, they do still benefit from this because if an adaptation is successful, it creates more exposure for the source material. We have seen this phenomenon occur time and time again when a manga gets an anime adaptation. It receives a boost in sales. A great example of this is the Kimetsu no Yaiba manga exploding in popularity after the anime was released. Royalties from tankobon sales. This is a mangaka's largest source of income. They get paid a percentage of the sales for each volume sold. Sato Shuho, as mentioned earlier, received about 8 to 10% of the sales per volume for his series. While we do not know the sales split for other manga creators, what we do know is that the better their series sells, the more that they get paid. Mangaka do also seem to receive some income from international volume sales. However, this number is fairly insignificant compared to sales within Japan. This is due to the sheer number of sales for manga in Japan being much greater than internationally. With that being said, the best way to support a mangaka is to buy a new Japanese volume of their series. If you do not live in Japan, it is difficult to do this. However, there are other ways that you can support the manga industry. One option is to use the Manga Plus app or website. This is a free service run by Shueisha, the company that publishes weekly Shonen Jump. They release chapters weekly in English and Spanish for all their series in Shonen Jump. I'll have the website linked in the description down below. While it may seem like mangaka are raking in the cash, this is definitely not the case for most creators. Mangaka are responsible for paying their assistants if they have any, along with paying for supplies and an office space if they have one. These are costs that are not usually covered by the publisher. These costs add up, and if their manga is not selling volumes at a high rate, then most of them will find it difficult to keep up with the fixed costs associated with manga creation. With that being said, some mangaka are well off, like the ones whose series show up on the top of the yearly Oricon sales charts. However, that is a very small minority of professional mangaka. To call it a profession that guarantees wealth would be a lie. If you enjoyed watching this video and learning more about how manga creators make money, then please leave a like as it helps the channel out, and also subscribe, as then you'll be notified of when I post new content. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day everyone.